on it. But when you think about why Trump would make a decision like this, consider the fact that even though Tillerson and Mattis told him, don't do this, it's a really bad idea, it could lead to further destabilization in the Middle East. Consider the fact that Trump is also surrounded by people who love this and have wanted this, including his top donor, Sheldon Adelson, who would not let the issue go. So according to the Washington Post, let's go to graphic 24, an important outside voice advising Trump to make the leap was Adelson, according to several people familiar with the two men's conversations. At a White House dinner earlier this year, Adelson made the issue a main topic. One person said, in the months that followed, Adelson periodically asked others close to Trump what was causing the delay and expressed frustration. Now, I'm bringing this up because remember, Adelson is the top donor for Donald Trump. And what did Donald Trump say time and time again during his campaign? That he can't be bought, right? He also has Jared Kushner, who just recently got caught being one of the heads of an organization that was funding illegal settlements by Israel. So he's surrounded by people who have wanted this as well, but I think Adelson is one of the top reasons. Jake is shaking his head.
Yeah, we don't have a democracy, guys. This is madness. So what the hell's a donor telling the president what to do on important foreign policy and setting the world on fire? This is insanity. And throughout the Washington Post article on this, they talk about all the donors like without flinching, and I'm not blaming the Washington Post, but like, oh, so this donor says this and that donor says that, and then he has to decide between the donors. Your Secretary of State and your Secretary of Defense is telling you don't do it. Almost everyone in the room is saying don't do it, and you go, but wait, I gotta call my donors. This guy talking about draining the swamp, are you kidding me? By the way, some of the donors were against it. Here's a bunch of quotes. Some outside confidants, including billionaire Tom Barrack, urged Trump to hold off. So we're having a donor competition. Oh, okay. The real cabinet is the goddamn donors. So then another one, when another donor criticized the timing of the decision, Trump seemed taken aback. Okay, donor one, donor two, donor three, and don't get into their religions. Some are Christian, some are Jewish, some are whatever else. I don't know, I don't care. That's not the point. The point is, you're not supposed to be talking to your donors and making decisions based on that. Okay, so then here's one more description from that same Washington Post article. The president provided a preview of this week's decision to major donors last weekend at a fundraiser at the Manhattan home of Blackstone chief executive Stephen Schwarzman. He's unveiling policy not to the public, not to you guys, not to his voters, but to his donors. We didn't even know about it. The donors already knew. So then they have a conversation about it. Some agree, some disagree. And then after being showered with praise by billionaire Ronald Lauder for being more pro-Israel than past presidents, Trump promised that within days he would declare Jerusalem the capital and begin the process of moving the embassy. This whole country is bought. Almost every politician we have is bought. And Donald Trump is the most bought. And look, guys, it doesn't matter what their policies or anything else is. I can see the YouTube comments and the loathsomes thing that are gonna happen there. Don't get sidetracked by stupid, irrelevant stuff like their religion or their background or their ethnicity or anything like that. The problem is the system. We allow them to write checks to politicians and hand it to them, and then the politicians win based on those checks. Who the hell do you think they're gonna work for? And they just lit the world on fire because his donors wanted it.
I do also want to finish this up by giving you a quote by a senior White House official who spoke to the Washington Post on condition of anonymity. This official said that the decision wasn't driven by the peace process. The decision was driven by his campaign promise. And one of those campaign promises was made specifically to his donors. So let's take a quick break.
Wolf-pack.com. Wolf-pack.com, wolf-pack.com. If you don't get the 28th Amendment to get money out of politics, look, the defense contractors don't want peace in the Middle East. So I don't know who in the room was defense contractors or not, and I don't know that that was decisive. I do know allowing defense contractors and oil companies, which both stand to make billions of dollars for more war in the Middle East, allowing them to buy off politicians is insanity. And then you got Adelson who wants to kill the unions and who's got his whatever particular ideology. And then you got Thomas Barrack over there. You got this guy over there, Ronald Lauder over there. Does this look like democracy to you?